For over 10 years, I lived with a burning chest pain and I had no idea it was more than just heartburn. 1 in 5 adults is in the same boat right now. In this video, I'll show you what GERD really is, what causes it, and why it's not just too much acid. And at the end, I'll tease how I finally got rid of mine this year. Here's the first clue. Reflux twice a week or more, that's no longer normal heartburn. That is probably GERD. Another week, another discovery. Let's dive in. Last year, I had a bit of a wake-up call. I had blood in my stool, which sent me to the doctor. That's when I found out I had colon cancer. I'm not going to dive into that, but the truth is that same red flag is also an alarm sign for GERD complications. But looking back, I ignored plenty of warning signs. I was constantly burping up food or liquid for no reason. One night, while singing my son a bedtime song, I felt I was losing my voice and I could barely breathe. Once, after eating a big bowl of white rice, the food got stuck low in my throat and I could still breathe, but it was terrifying. I was alone. We were moving into a new house and I thought, oh crap, I could die. So, these aren't just quirks, they're classic GERD symptoms. I didn't know it, but regurgitation, airway irritation, and even difficulty swallowing are GERD symptoms. And honestly, a big part of why I finally did my scans and found out I had cancer was to find out about my reflux after ignoring it for nearly a decade. But here's the catch most people miss. GERD isn't only about acid. It's about the pressure and a weak valve. Let's break it down. Acid reflux is just stomach contents moving back up. That's what we think of. We think of heartburn, things like that. Heartburn is that burning symptom. GERD is when it crosses over into the chronic disease category, and it happens when it happens often, and it's damaging tissues. Now, here's the scary truth. Nearly a third of US adults feel these symptoms weekly. And globally, over 800 million people are living with GERD. Younger adults are being hit harder than ever. What do we do about it? So, what really causes it? At the center of this is the lower esophageal sphincter. It's a small ring of muscle acting like a valve. When it is weak or relaxes at the wrong time, your stomach acid slips back up and it burns. That's what I had. It's not too much acid, but the valve wasn't holding it back. A couple other things that can impact it. GERD normally doesn't just have one cause. There's other players that pile on. A hiatus, I think I'm saying that, hernia, can push on the stomach out of place. Obesity, this is the main thing that's causing it, I think, for the vast majority of the US population. It adds pressure and it kind of gives some squeezing on your stomach, which causes that acid to push up. Pregnancy, this is a little bit of, in the moment, but it's the perfect storm. You've got the pressure from your belly plus hormones that relax the valve, bad acid reflux. And in many, it's just the stomach isn't emptying fast enough. It's going too slow and food is sitting in there for too long and it's available for it to push up. But here's the catch that most people miss. Often, reflux starts with pressure overwhelming the barrier, not an acid surge. So we think we need to change our acidity in our stomach, and it's really not that. It is just the pressure pushing it out. All right. Over time, I learned the hard way about some of my triggers, even before I even knew what they were. And here's the 3 rules that matter most. Watch what relaxes that valve. Coffee, alcohol, chocolate, peppermint, and fatty foods are common culprits. If those are part of your day regularly and you have heartburn, well, that's probably your main culprit. But you can also avoid direct irritants. Acidic foods like citrus, tomatoes, garlic, onions, or spicy meals can inflame an already damaged lining. Mind your habits, big hit meals, lying down too soon after, smoking, or even a tight waistband can crank up that pressure and push that acid out. A perfect storm is having pizza with beer and then going to sleep. That is asking for acid reflux and ultimately leading to GERD or whatnot. All right. So, if you're wondering if you've crossed into the world of GERD, here's a simple checklist. Do you get heartburn or regurgitation more than twice a week? Do you ever burp up food or liquid out of nowhere like I did? Do you wake up hoarse, cough at night, or feel your voice fading? When you lie down at night, do you automatically feel that burning sensation? Have you ever felt food stick in your throat or chest? That's called dysphagia. I think I'm saying that right. And it is an alarm sign. It's one that I had and I kind of ignored. And one mistake I relied on was quick fixes instead of asking why it keeps happening. Antacids only mask the symptoms, they do not heal you. Don't ignore the red flags: trouble swallowing, unexplained weight loss, blood in your stool, or black stools. Go to the doctor. That's what forced me to act, and it revealed both my cancer, unfortunately, and the GERD I'd let slide. So, GERD isn't about acid, it's a pressure problem, a barrier problem, and most importantly, a lifestyle problem. For over 10 years, I lived with it, but this year, through changing my habits, I have gotten rid of my GERD completely. In part 2, I'll show you how. See you then. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.